Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitching with Laura. Hope everybody is having a great day. Well, I went to the post office and guess what was there? This is my package from Everydayecrafts. And let's see what is inside. I am just dying to see what's inside. We'll see. Get rid of that noisy little thing. So there should be, oh God, there's only two. Oh, nope, there's three. Okay. So I got three packages. This is the first one. Isn't he cute? He is 48 by 48, and they've all come with this crinkly bag. I'm just going to show you which ones they are first. Isn't that pretty? Look at those pink trees. Yeah. And this one's 36 by 46. And this one's my favorite. It's the owls, and he is 48 by 48. That's centimeters, by the way, those numbers that I just rattled off. So I guess we'll start with him. Let's see which way I gotta open this. Sorry for the crinkling. Now, I went to Amazon last night. I'm just going to set that on the ground because it makes too much crinkle. And I was looking at kits, you know, even smaller kits. And the smallest that I could find was like $10 or $12. Just for, I don't know how to explain it. For something this size. I mean, it was like between $12 and $21, let's say. And I was really upset. So they usually have a sale at Everydayecrafts, like buy 4 get 1 free, or buy 3 and get 1 free, or something like that. They always have some kind of a deal. And their kits are way cheaper than Amazon. Now this did take a month to get here. In between all that, there was the thing where the boat got stuck in the Suez Canal, and so I'm thinking that it was part of all that. So usually it takes about 3 weeks, I'm going to say, to get to me. Anyway, but I think this was waylaid because of that. And then it spent probably 2 weeks in Denver. So I don't know what happened, but that's the longest it's taken me. So anyway, and aren't they cute? Aren't they cute? Ooh, lots of pretty colors. A piece of plastic there we really don't need. How lovely. Lovely long colors. They're long strings. And it looks like it has 32 colors to it. But it has nice, bold, vivid colors to it. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. There's the rest of them. I love that bright green. It almost looks neon. Okay, let's roll that up and get it out of the way so we can look at the canvas. It did come with one of those plastic sheets that has the pattern on it, has the key, and we also have the actual color thing over here. I don't know. It's the only place I've ever gotten them that had that. So I don't know what the deal is. But it's a nice thing. You know, you can see it. You can see all the, what do you call it? All the little squares and stuff. Now, I was looking. This is an 11 count. I had to look. So the actual, it says it's 48 by 48 centimeters. I'm not real good at that, so we'll just measure it. So the actual picture is almost 16, pretty close to 16. It's like 15 and 3/4 and a little bit, so inch-wise. See if it's square. Yeah, it's a square picture, but it is so cute. And the picture itself is very big. You can see all the details and everything. And it does come with 2 needles attached. They put theirs there, which is nice. And it has a little picture, so you know what the canvas is. And this time, that color thing that was on that other one on this side, it's not here. So you can see that part they just left out. So, but it is on the things. Yeah. Nice colors, nice symbols, bright and big. Great. That's what I love about them. They're starting to make bigger keys so you can tell what the symbol is and be able to see it so that everybody can stitch it, You don't have to squint to try to figure out what that symbol is and that symbol is. But for 32 colors, that's pretty in-depth. And you can see the in-depth part of the birds. You can tell. See how big they are? I mean, God, that's my hand, so they're as big as my hand. Pretty much. I mean, their faces, that is. All right, so that looks good. Well, let's not get confused. I don't know where that thread goes. Still haven't figured that one out. It probably goes to something. Well, I guess it'd have to, huh? So we'll put this one up over here. Oh, and it does come with a sheet that tells you how to stitch, how to separate your thread, what to do afterwards, and how to clean it, how to cross stitch. And it only has plain cross stitch in it. It's just, I don't even see any, what do you call it? Back stitching. Or else it would list it in the key if it was going to. Let's look at this one. Now this one's only 36 by 46. Hang on. Gotta get there. Got to get there. Put that down there, out of my way so it won't crinkle. I think it's a beautiful picture. It's kind of dark. It has a nice little picture that you can frame. Another 4x6 for my collection, right? Comes with one of the plastic sheeted things. It's nice. Yeah. It's not very big. Also comes with a thing how to cross stitch, how to clean it, how to stitch, how to choose your threads, what to do afterwards, after you're done stitching. And this one has 34 colors. Pretty pretty. Bright colors. Oh, comes with 2 needles. And look at all those vivid colors. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Look at all the turquoises and the greens and the reddish tinges. There's several of those. And there's even purple and yellow and green. Nice long strands. They're probably a foot long. But that's always good. I like that. I can only have to get out 1 strand for, for each session that I stitch. And then I can separate it from there. Let's look at the canvas. And the picture itself is, and I don't know what any of these are called. So they do have categories there at Everydayecrafts, like animals, landscape, people, that kind of thing. So I'm sure you can look it up. And it is 15, a little over 15 and a half by a little over 11 and a half. So it's a little oblong, but it was really pretty. It's just straight cross stitch. Has a nice key over here and everything. Real clear. This is an 11 count as well. Just beautiful. Just a beautiful canvas. And I like how they're right on the square. You know, it's not like the fabric mist or anything. It's just absolutely well printed. Well printed. Nice, easy, clear symbols to read. All right. Let's take this one. Hang on. Got to get everything together. Heaven forbid we get it all screwed up. I'll put him back in the plastic when I'm off of there. And this giraffe, he's so cute. Just absolutely love him. And both of those are full coverage that I got. Get it out of the plastic. Isn't he cute? He is just gorgeous. Look at all that greenery. It's just a simple, simple picture. Comes with the plastic chart. I call it plastic. I mean, it's real shiny coated, so nothing will come off of it. It is 11 count too. It's got 23 colors. Nice clear symbols on the chart. And it is a full coverage round. And 18 is 3371. And it's 48 by 48. Let's look at the colors. Ooh. 23 colors. Look at all the greens and the browns and the reddish colors. Just gorgeous. Just absolutely gorgeous. Just beautiful. And they're nice long strings again. They're a good foot long. So that means each thread is 2 feet long. Let's look at the canvas. Comes with 2 needles. It's always nice. Their needles are always nice and sharp. You know, not sharp, but they work really well with these canvases. I haven't had a problem with their needles that I know of. Let's not lose our little picture here, because, you know, these are 3x3s or 4x4s. I'll have to get different kinds of frames for those, but they're so cute. But it's not very big. The diameter, is that the word? It is 15, about 15 3/4 by 15, oh heck, let go. 15 and I don't know what that is. It's a little over 15.5. So it's not quite circular. I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell. But it would look good, you know, in a squared frame. Now this is all white here. I mean, there's no stitching on this outside. But on the inside, the whole picture is full coverage. But yeah, nice clear symbols. Nice clear key. Just nice. So, that... Is that the way that goes back in that bag? I guess so. Seems awfully big. Alright. And that is finally that. I couldn't believe it took forever for it to get, but you know, in these days and times, some days it takes forever. But I will, in the future, in June, I will be using this one and this one for a giveaway. So look for those in June. All right. Oops. Let's get everything together here. put that back with that, or I won't know what was going on. All right, guys. I will be back, and I will be starting the owl. All right, we'll see you in a few. All right, I am back, and there they are. Aren't they just the cutest things you've ever seen? Look at those eyes. Oh my gosh. Yes, I just love it. Just love, love, love it. So we're going to start with number 24, and it is 3021 is the color. It's kind of a dark brown. It's this tree that's right here that we're working on. I thought I'd go with something that had a lot to stitch. So, and I did kind of crunch it up so that, yeah, so that I could get a hold of it. And it has nice edges. They're not sharp at all, and they're not, what do you call them? Serged. I can't even remember that word. Never had a serger in my life, so serge comes from way back. Everybody was so into getting a serger, but you know, I finally realized that I really wouldn't have used it for anything, you know, back in the day. So, yeah, I didn't stitch or sew with a lot of. When I think serger, I think knit material that you have to serge the edges so it doesn't stretch or something. Yeah, never got into that. So if I'm wrong, please correct me, because, yeah, like I said, I have no serging experience whatsoever. I just straight sewed. In fact, I had that Elna, and it had, I don't know, a few. It came with cams, that's C-A-M-S, that you put on the machine, and it would do fancy stitches. I never used them. Not ever. So, yeah. Nope. Now, I'm seeing that this is a black color, so the next color that I'm going to stitch is this reddish one, just so I don't lose what color it is. Now, of course, this did come with the pattern, you know, this is your little guide that comes with it. It's just one page, and it has all the symbols, and these, I think, yeah, all the symbols on this is the same as on your pattern. Now, I have bought some where the guidebook symbols are way different than the ones that are actually on the canvas, but these actually match the canvas symbols. So I thought that was pretty cool. I just now realized that. That is, like, awesome. Because then you don't have to think, okay, so first I figure out where it is in the pattern that I'm looking, and, you know, then I have to figure out what the different symbol is and what I'm looking for. That makes it so much easier. So thank you, Everydayecrafts. But, yeah, I'm glad I finally got these. Yesterday was nuts. It was a little busy up to about, 7 o'clock, and then it died down pretty well. And, it took forever. I thought I was never going to get out of there. And I get to do it again tonight. Yay. So, 2 nights, 1 day, we're good. And then I get 4 days off. So, I can handle it. For 2 days, I can handle it. And it's not busy yet, you know, like it has been, like it would be, you know, like on the weekend. So, and it's working its way up. But we're working our way to Memorial Day weekend. So, we had a few people after 9 o'clock, because we'd normally close at 9. So, that was cool. At least it kept me busy. So, just a matter of rearranging my work routine, but that's fine. I had bought. I went in town to get the what do you call it? You know, the pattern from the post office that I got. Um, I stopped off at the grocery store and picked up a couple. Oh, I don't know who makes them. I want to say Marie calendars, maybe. I threw the box away and it's way over there in the other room. Um, I like to have a couple TV dinners for Tuesday and Wednesday night because now I'll be getting home at 10 and I do not want to have to cook. And there's just not, if I cook a full meal before I go to work, number one, that's a lot of energy, but number two, if I eat that much food, I'll be asleep by 4 o'clock. So I just get a couple TV dinners to have for those 2 nights and go on. Last night I had the, I can't remember if it's Stouffer's or Marie Callender's, but it was one of those bowl things. So it had, what do you call it? Swedish meatballs. So I just shove it in the oven or the microwave, and we're done. 5 minutes, dinner. Yeah. Sometimes I'll even order like pizza or something when I get home, but it's still a little late at 10 o'clock to eat that much food. So it's just as easy to get a couple of TV dinners and go from there. Sometimes I'll get a regular TV dinner or whatever. It just depends what I'm in the mood for. Thought I'd try those, what do you call them? Oh gosh, I bought them. They're pot pie bites. Sorry, I need to drink coffee. Yeah, I'd never seen them before. I believe they're by Stouffer's. And you just cook them in the oven. So, now that might not go out over so well in the summer. But I have my little toaster oven. That's what, when I say oven, that's what I'm putting it in. I don't use my big oven. It's just not worth it. I use the stove part of it, you know, to cook a lot of stuff on top. But when I'm cooking something, it can normally be fixed in my little toaster oven. And it's not little. I mean, it's probably maybe 24 inches across, maybe, or close to it. So it's a fair good size. I can put a regular size cookie sheet in there and make cookies. The only thing it didn't cook was the ham or a full size either chicken or turkey. That isn't going to happen. It says it'll cook a 20-pound turkey, but it'd take you like 50 hours to cook that. So no, that's not happening. If I cook a turkey, which I don't do very often, because sometimes I can't find the small ones. I like turkey, but yeah, we usually go someplace and somebody else cooks turkey. So, but every once in a while I can find those little, what do you call them? Turkey breast things. It's funny, on chicken, when I get chicken, I like the dark meat. But when I get turkey, I like the white meat. Go figure. I don't get it. So, yeah. But that little toaster oven is really good. It'll cook about anything I need. Except for, you know, if you're cooking a ham or a turkey. And I cook my roasts in my crock pot. And I've cooked even the ham in a crock pot at short notice. I might splurge this year and buy another roaster pan. You know, the electric roaster pan. I had one when I was in Kansas. late boyfriend bought that for me, and I used it to death, and it works great for. I don't like it for roasts, I mean, if you were in the Midwest, yes, but I can't cook a roast outside of the crock pot here in Colorado because it's so dry. And I like the way that my crock pot works. And it'll cook, large. I got the big one. Well, I didn't get the big one. My son, when I got here, bought me the big, huge crock pot because he knows I fix, the porks. Remember talking about doing the pork roasts for either pulled pork or green chili. Yeah. So I had the littlest crock pot. It was about worthless. I don't know who could. You could probably cook like a side dish in it. That thing was horrible. It probably fit 6 cups of water, maybe, and that would be pushing it. It was the smallest thing I've ever seen. It didn't work at all. Not for when I cook, because I cook so that I can freeze part of it, or I make it into something else, or, and then freeze it. But yeah, I'm like, let's just get it over with. Not that I don't like to cook, I do. But I can't see doing things 3 and 4 times. It's nuts. So yeah, we got rid of that little crock pot. I donated it to the thrift store. Then I had one of the 5-quart ones, which I had when crock pots first came out. Yeah, that'll tell you how old I am. What are we doing over here? I used it all the time. And that was all that was available, I believe, way back in the late 70s, early 80s. And then they came up with that great big huge one. And I can't survive without it. I love it. Because I'll cook a couple roasts if I can find them on sale, or a couple, maybe even 3 little pork roasts, because sometimes we get the little pork roasts that ain't very big. They're pretty dense, but they're no bigger than that, so I can cook 3 of them in there and make pulled pork, or the pork for, what do you call it? For my green chili. And, yeah. So, I'm an efficiency cook. I try to get things done so I don't have to do it more than once. So yeah, last night was just a little bit wacky. Just a bit wacky. Crazy crackers. But I'm ready for it to be busy so that we can get on with this. Time will go a lot faster. I did a lot of sitting around. I even got so bored that I turned on my, what do you call it? Audible. And listened to one of the Preston and Child books that I had uploaded or got for a credit or whatever. Because you get a credit a month. It's awesome. And I don't go through that much. And they have a lot of free ones too. So sometimes I can find something in there, that I like to listen to. But this one's called Verses for the Dead. I don't know. And so far it's working on it. They have a new one, but it's not coming out until August of this year. They wanted to know if I wanted to pre-buy it, and I'm like, nope, because I need something to listen to. Now, as time goes on and things get busier, I won't have so much time to sit around and listen to audiobooks, at work. So, but it fills a gap. Sometimes I sit there and play games on my phone, but I'd rather listen to a book. I worked a little bit on Tutor Bee last night and yesterday before work. So, yeah, that's all I've been working on. It's going well. I really am loving that linen. I mean, I can't see. Now, this is one, I haven't seen a whole bunch and nothing to compare it to, so I can see it as well as I can see the even weave, so that part's good. So, I don't know that I'd like to do a whole project on it, but, it's not real hard to see. And it's 28 count, so it's fine. Oh, and I mentioned I hadn't talked to my daughter. Well, she's working nights now. So we're on tonight. She wanted to get onto working nights before the kids got out of school. So she'll be going to work at, 4:35, something like that, and then work until 10. So that'll be good. But she's doing much better. I'm trying to figure out what color that is. Okay. They had a little blue line there. It's like, is that blue? Is that green? They're pretty green. It's kind of a dark khaki. It's kind of got a green-brown look to it. I don't know that I've ever used that color. I've probably used every color in the rainbow. Oh, dear. And before I forget, I wanted to say thank you to N. That's the initial N. I'm not saying names. For buying me a coffee yesterday. Greatly, greatly appreciated. And as soon as I can, I will be making a big order. Probably from Everydayecrafts. I've thought about Amazon, but I can get more for the money at Everydayecrafts than I can Amazon. So I'll be doing that soon. And we'll have more giveaways. See if I can find some pretty, pretty patterns. So no big plans for my days off. Oh, I actually finally got some trash bags. I know, isn't that exciting? Life around here, you just never know. No, I bought some 4 times to the grocery store. Do you think I could have remembered the trash bags? I mean, what was it last month? Creamer? Yeah. Creamer or sugar? Yeah. I'm telling you. Distracted. Lots of sparkly squirrels. So, yeah, I'm going to be going through clothes this weekend. That's the plan. And donating or getting rid of, stuff that isn't worth donating. I wouldn't wish it on a dog. But I do need to clean out some stuff, so little bits at a time. Little bits at a time. I'm about to run out of thread. Can you see this? I'm fighting it. It's like, just get it. It's like one more stitch, and then I still have nothing. No thread here, so. Haven't heard about any other new cross stitch kits or patterns that I just can't live without. Oh, except for that. Who was it? It was Brenda and the cereal starter. Yeah, she started that flower motifs. Oh man, it is on my radar. Scarlet House. Yeah, I was trying to think who made that. Oh God, yeah, love that pattern. So we'll see. We'll see. They still haven't gotten that one pattern that I wanted from Kesslin's. So I don't know what the hang up with it is. And I think it's called Cross Stitch Fun. But it's like a, I'll call it a motif sampler. I just love that cat in that thing. If you ever see a picture of it. But yeah, that's been on my radar since I saw it pre-Needlework Expo Market, aka Market. Yeah. And I don't know if I would do it in a single color or if I would do it, you know, like each of the motifs a little bit different. I mean, I think that would be fun. But it takes a lot of brain power for me to do that. As you could see, I tried to do that with, what is it, Autumn Quaker? Oh yeah, now there's a couple more that I like. Is the Autumn, well, I've got Autumn Quaker. But okay, let's finish one stupid thing at a time. I tried to do it in separate colors, and it was not fun. For me, it wasn't fun. Now, if you were going to, like, do it in 3 different colors, that would have been fine. But no, I decided to do every motif different, using different colorways for each one. No, not happening. So I finally went back, and it only has like 10 colors in the whole scheme of things, but it calls for, I'll call it fancy floss. I hate doing that, but it's like Gentle Arts or, you know, one of those classic colorways. I can't remember what it was for. So, yeah. And I've forgotten where the other part of that whole conversation was. But this other one, I don't know. I think it's done in one color. It might be like 3 or 4. I can't remember. It might be monochromatic. And I keep looking at that pattern from Joseph. The 2021 Sal. The only thing that is stopping me is all that dense work in the middle of it. You know, like, it's got like corner things like this. But those corner things are diamonds that set it apart. Those are dense. That's solid stitching. But the rest of it, you know, I mean, it's doable. But I'm like, and I keep seeing it in different colorways, so yeah, I'll probably own that before the year's up. Just haven't talked myself quite into it yet. So, not yet. But other than that, flower motifs, that's the only one that I've seen that I'd like to do. Come on. Well, we're coming down. We about got that tree done. This isn't very big. It is, I mean, the whole piece of material is almost 18 and a half, whoops, by 20. But the actual picture, what did I say it was earlier? I can't remember. It is 15 3/4 by, the actual pattern is, it looks close to 15 3/4 by 15 3/4. It says it's 48 by 48. So 15 is 38. So 38 by 38 centimeters. So it's not too big. Not too big at all. Just a lot of stitching. There's a lot of color changes in the birds, but at least that's understandable. But I thought I'd start right in here and go for it. And just stitch away. And the only reason I picked this color is because it had the most things to stitch. I didn't want to have to be changing colors on you. Because, yeah, it is what it is. A little windy out there today. It's supposed to, I mean, the sun was shining when I let Molly out at, what was it, like 7:30 this morning. So it looked perfectly fine. Then I look at the weather thing and it says it's supposed to rain. Did I say snow? I meant rain. Rain this afternoon till about, 5 or 6 o'clock. Last night it just kind of sprinkled real lightly from like 6 o'clock on, so it wasn't too bad. And it kind of came and went. That I can deal with. But it did pour before I even had to go to work. So there was puddles everywhere. I just want it to be nice weather. So I didn't look any further than today. Because, yeah. So I don't know if I'll do any outside videos this week. It depends on the crazy weather. So we'll see. Come on. This came with two nice needles, so I put my extra one in my little thing. I'm acquiring quite a few spare needles here. And I just keep it right there. It's working just great. Hang on, guys. All right. But I just wanted to start this and get it going. I'll have to get it a bag because it has a crinkly bag on it, and I don't trust it to on a daily basis of getting this in and out to not break. So it's fine for shipping and that kind of thing, but I like to get it into one of my Amazon bags so that I know that everything is safe and secure and in a bag and zipped up, and it keeps the dust off of it. So we'll see. And write on it, because there are some I put in those Amazon bags and I forgot to say what it was, so when I go looking I can't figure out what's in the bag until I get it out and open it up. I know, some days I don't get a lot of things done that I should. And today will be busy because it's delivery day, so we have all the vendors coming in today. They get part of that done, and then we'll have to put away all the good stuff. And the orders aren't real big right now. I mean, they're not too bad. It takes about an hour and a half. But when we get into the thick of things, it might take 2 or 3 hours to put stuff away. But we have a wide diversification of things, you know. It's kind of like a super mini general store. So you have food, and you have candy and chips, and you have like stuff like Band-Aids and batteries, and yeah, we have a few things. So, all right, guys. Well, I think that is give you one more look here. There you go. Sooner or later, that's what it's going to look like when it grows up. Got one piece left. Whew. Alright guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and please hit the bell, and that way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. God bless. We will see you tomorrow. Keep stitching. Bye-bye.